Disney, you were really pushing it with that PG-13 rating. Like, there are certain deaths I still can't get out of my head. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, or Doctor Strange Mom, a movie they released Mother's Day weekend, and it has nothing to do with those initials or a mother's extreme need to be with her children, is the exciting and dark sequel to the first Strange movie and follows the direct consequences of WandaVision, Loki, and Spider-Man No Way Home. Do you need to see WandaVision, Loki, or No Way Home to get this movie or to enjoy it? I'd say no to No Way Home and Loki. WandaVision, I feel like if the last time you saw WandaVision was in the last movie she was in, besides this one, you're gonna have a bad time. If you haven't seen WandaVision, the bridge between her last movie appearance and this movie, probably not great. With the other ones, Loki and No Way Home, you're gonna miss some references. Big deal. This, I would recommend seeing WandaVision. I hate movie theaters, preferring to stay at home and stream a movie where I can pause it, pet my cats, go to the bathroom, destroy the movie theater industry. But I risked my life, opening weekend of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, putting myself in a box with the most dangerous creatures on Earth, because I saw this woman getting absolutely bullied relentlessly online, and I had to see if it was as bad as everyone was making it out to be. And it was fine. I mean, she didn't irritate me enough for me to get a raging hate boner, but I guess if you hate lesbians, minorities, and or women, which I guess you'd have to be if you were a lesbian, you probably had a raging hate boner. But I don't know, did I like her enough for her to have a solo movie? No. Did I like her enough for her to have her own Disney Plus live action series? No. Am I gonna piss my pants in anger if she pops up as a cameo or in someone else's movie or TV series? Of course not. Her powers were cool looking, I love the sound effects with them, she was an okay character. Beyond that, I don't know. There was a lot of rage, and I was really disappointed watching it because I thought I was just gonna be able to just have so much to say about this totally awful character. Though with the moms thing, I understand there's a lot of ways, but in my headcanon, the universe she comes from, anyone can have kids with anyone regardless of your gender, and so it's not that she was like adopted or they did sperm donations. Her moms are her biological parents. Now if you were to ask me, hey, Rawrist, which do you like better, Doctor Strange 1 or Doctor Strange 2? Because you've talked extensively about the fucked up things Doctor Strange has done in the comics. I would say 2 was way better than 1, but you have to understand that when I went in to see the original Doctor Strange movie, I had all these preconceived notions, ideas of how it was going to be because I loved Doctor Strange in the comics so much and have read since his first issue. So when I saw the first one, I was very disappointed. Going into the second one, whatever. YOLO. I understand at this point that Disney is just going to fist any Marvel superhero I like, so I just need to accept it and maybe bitch just a little bit. So that actually might help with me liking Doctor Strange 2 better than 1, but honestly, the sequel I just think was infinitely better in every way. Doctor Strange, the first one, eh. I will say though, you probably would like the first one better than the second if you are not a fan of Raimi or horror movies or B-horror movies. Like, I get there was a huge change and shakeup for the MCU with this movie. They've decided to experiment a bit more and take risks. And if you're the type of person that really likes their cookie cutter bullshit, you probably were like, hey, not okay, didn't like that, too much chaos, please don't do that again. But if you're like me, where you're like, oh man, this was the chaos of it, the completely different tone than what we're used to, majestic. So yeah, anyways, before I go to spoilers, if you want to watch another MCU movie with horror elements, maybe a little bit of camp, if you like Raimi, watch it. It's at least enjoyable. Even if you like Doctor Strange, the first one, better, Doctor Strange 2 is enjoyable. Alright, now we're into spoilers, so beware. Wanda girl, some of your lines made me want to crawl inside myself and die. Don't all mothers create children through magic? No, Wanda, sometimes their birth control fails, and 9 months later, they squirt out a ginger. I'm not a monster, Steven. I'm a mother. Wanda, Mothers are really good at multitasking. Oh, and her line about I'm being reasonable, totally something a batshit crazy mother would say. I know Wanda's turn made absolute sense. I just wish we would have seen more of her slow corruption by the Darkhold. Where we end with WandaVision, it seems like she realizes, okay, I did some fucked up shit. Maybe need to stop. She's studying the Darkhold. She hears her kids, which of course the Darkhold did because it was tempting her. But to see that corruption instead of just having to extrapolate would have been nice, I think. God, how hot would it have been if Doctor Strange had to get involved and erase the memory of her children because he saw the dark path she was going on, and then all of a sudden someone slipped up and was like, hey, what's going on with those kids you used to have? And then it just triggers everything, and then she went apeshit crazy. I think that would be a lot better. But honestly, the Darkhold corrupting her made enough sense. And honestly, her as a villain makes so much sense in general. She lost her parents at a young age, was experimented on by Hydra, was taken in by a homicidal AI who betrayed her. She lost her brother because of it, was taken in and then given up by the people that were supposed to be her friends when Cap made a bad call, had to kill her lover, then watch as it meant nothing, had kids and Vision back, and then lost them both. So then she was shown, hey, you can have this back. Of course she snapped. Of course she went, I deserve this. Like, after everything I've suffered, I deserve this. And if you find this unbelievable, people rage out on you because you like music that they don't. So, taking everything she experienced, yeah, I feel like her rage is justifiable. God, some of her straight up horror elements, like when she's coming out of the gong and she's like jerking and putting her body back together. Wow. I've never seen The Ring, but I've seen enough parodies of it and clips that I know that the woman like crawls out of it and it's super creepy. So well done. And her Carrie look with the liquid in her hair was just absolutely beautiful. The Illuminati, brutal as hell. I love how arrogant they are, which is very much so like the comics, but I was a bit disappointed with how quickly they just got wasted. I mean, why did they make the two dudes, which I would argue were like the most powerful, total fucking idiots? And then the woman with the shield went toe-to-toe with Wanda. Alright. I mean, I know Reed is a very arrogant man, but he's not stupid. He wouldn't go, hey, Black Bolt's over here? Black Bolt's gonna just say one thing and decimate you. Oh no, you erased his mouth and he died. I'm gonna stretch out my limb and punch you because that obviously will work after seeing what you're capable of. Reed is not that stupid. And if you want to say, oh, the Illuminati are arrogant, Reed has always been arrogant in the comics and he's not that much of an idiot. And I still don't understand why a super soldier was able to go toe-to-toe with Wanda for so long. Captain Marvel, absolutely understand. Monica's Captain Marvel, no complaint there that she lasted the longest. I have a problem with Captain Carter, Captain Britain, lasting longer than Reed and Black Bolt. I absolutely feel John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic was Kevin Feige's way of saying, okay, will you shut the hell up now? Black Bolt's smirk, though, about his power when Reed mentioned it was just amazing. And then horrifying when his power had nowhere to go and just bursted his brain because, you know, his skin. I wish we had spent more time with Xavier inside Wanda's mind, but I guess less is more, but still, I don't know. I feel like he would have been a little bit more of a contender with Wanda. I truly, truly loved Doctor Strange throughout this movie. I think Benedict Cumberbatch has really made Doctor Strange his own, which he's had enough projects to kind of grow into the character, but before I was like, yeah, you're a good pick, but ooh, first movie. But as time has gone on, perfect choice. Love him so much. I really enjoyed seeing other variants of him, especially variants of him that are true to how he was in the comics. I will sacrifice anyone if it means saving the world. A room full of babies that are orphans? Hell yeah. And maybe he would even kill a room full of babies that didn't let their parents die. Charlize Theron as Clea? Yes. Absolutely yes, I am ready for that romance. Zombie Strange was everything I hoped for. Everything I ever wanted in life was right there with Zombie Strange. And I really appreciate Raimi doing practical effects and not CGI, which would have been an easy way out. It just made everything so much better and funnier. Also, peak Raimi is Zombie Strange controlled by Alive Strange, using damn souls as wings to fly over to defeat a witch. Also, I'm super happy that Doctor Strange just said, hey, you can control your powers, and America could. She was like, I can't control my powers. And Strange went, yeah, you can. And she went, oh yeah, you're right. Like, you couldn't give in that pep speech 60 minutes prior. Seriously? At the end of the day, let's acknowledge Wanda isn't dead, she's coming back, and fingers crossed as a villain. So 8.5 out of 10 T-Rexes. I cannot wait for Wanda to come back and just wreck more people in MCU projects.